Hey everyone, welcome to Fridays at Fox Hollow. This is Wanda with Fox Hollow Peonies up in Nenana, Alaska. And I thought I'd bring you down to my field today and show you a little bit of what I'm doing. I'm harvesting. And as I mentioned before in another video, we can only harvest about half the stems on the plant because we want to leave a little over half of the stems there for the health of the plant so it can continue to grow and make more buds for next year for the rest of the summer. So what we have to do is we have to let the other flowers bloom in the field. And it's quite an amazing sight, if you can see behind me here. So you can see that pretty much the whole field is in bloom. I'm just down to harvesting the last couple varieties right now. And what I do is I actually try to harvest quite a few of the open blooms, and I let them dry, and I use them for peony potpourri and peony soap products and things that I make in the winter. I'm going to show you a little bit of our harvesting wagon here that my handy dandy husband built me. So we have a wagon, and we put shade cloth on the top because sometimes on hot days when I'm harvesting, it just kind of keeps the temperature of the inside the wagon down a little bit. We pull this down on the sunny side where the sun is shining, and it keeps it cooler in there. I can fit about 12 buckets in this wagon when I'm up on full harvest. And what we do is, I have my son usually has been helping me with harvest this year. He follows me around the field. I cut the stems and hand them to him, and then he brings them back here when he gets an armful. He takes the bottom 2 leaves off and puts them in the wagon here. And then when we're done harvesting session, we can take them over to the compost pile way off the side of the field. So this morning I'm harvesting these little guys here. This is called Easy Lavender, and it is a smaller bud, but it makes the cutest bloom. Look at this little guy. I think it's so sexy. I just love these. They're so darn cute. I'm also harvesting this one. It's called Florence Nichols. And Florence Nichols opens up to a beautiful balm that looks like this. It's beautiful pink with a little bit of yellow on the center. And oh my Lord, it smells absolutely heavenly. The other one I'm harvesting this morning is this one. It's called Mary Jo Lagar. I mentioned in one of my other videos that every peony variety has to be harvested at a different stage. Some you can harvest pretty tight and closed. Well, Miss Mary Jo does not like to be harvested in a tight bud. If you harvest her, then she will never open. So it has to be just a little bit open, but the bud is still firm underneath, but she has to have some of her beautiful leaves or petals coming off like that. And Mary Jo is actually my favorite because look at this. Oh my goodness. She doesn't show up true to color on the camera. She's actually burgundy, beautiful burgundy. And another great smelling one. So those are what I'm harvesting this morning. You can also see that I have a little bucket here that I cut shorts. I cut 8 to 10 inch stems, and these are for my bouquet business that I have. I go to the local farmers markets and sell bouquets in a couple local communities. So that's what I'm doing here. And this is our 4-wheeler that we use to pull our harvesting trailer. I wanted to also show you these beautiful flowers over here. This one is called Whopper. And it is a huge light pink bomb. So what I do is I come through after I'm done with harvest and I cut off some of these, and you saw the little baskets that were in the little short baskets like what you buy, get plants at, the little flats. I put the open peonies in there and take them in to my house and dry them. And then I use them for peony potpourri and other things in the winter. So I wanted to ask you guys who are watching this today for maybe a little help with some networking. Most of my flowers in the past have been sent out to the States to weddings and events, to florists and big event planners. Well, because of the virus, of course, this year there are not as many weddings. A lot of them were postponed to next summer, or they're smaller. And so I have a chiller full of peonies and not a whole lot of orders. So I'm wondering if you could help me out. If you know a florist, or if you are a florist, I would love to send you even just small boxes of 20, 25 peonies. And I'm lowering my prices a little bit this year on my varieties that I have a lot of, in order to help out the florist industry that has also been hit hard by the virus. So I'm lowering my prices a little bit. I would love to send you guys a box of peonies for to use in your floral shop, or even people who do farmers markets. I know the peony season in the lower 48 is almost done. If you'd like to have some peonies to add to your farmers market bouquets, I would love to ship you a box of beautiful assorted peonies. You can email me, foxhollowpeonies@gmail.com, and I'll send you price lists and the varieties that I have. You can also send me a text. 907-590-9148 is my cell phone. So, or if you would like to email me, I can send you the things, and you could, if you're not a florist and you know a local florist in your town, I can email you the materials, and you could go ahead and go and do a little bit of networking for me. That would be so much appreciated. So one of the things I talked about, is the different varieties have to be picked at different stages. Some of them you can pick really hard and closed, and some of them have to be a little open. And what that means when I'm harvesting is I'm pretty much touching every single bud in the field. I'm walking along, I'm grabbing the buds, I'm seeing how soft they are, and I'm looking at them. And so during harvest, I am looking at every plant in my field and every single bud to see which ones are ready to harvest. And if we kind of think about our Master Gardener idea or theme that we've had with Fox Hollow, Fridays at Fox Hollow, think of us that we're, plants growing in the Master Gardener's garden, and that he walks along and he sees each of us every day. One of the things I'm always looking for is if there's broken stems that I need to remove from the plant so it doesn't develop fungus. Just looking for the health of every plant. And if I see a plant that is, some of the stems are falling on the ground, I gotta prop them up. I gotta get some twine and tie it around the plant and kind of tie them up a little bit. And so that's how our Master Gardener does with us. He sees us every day. He checks us out, see how we're doing, and he's always there to give us what we need, just like I'm there for my plants to give them what they need, whether it's water or fertilizer or getting propped up. So our Master Gardener is there for us too. Every day he walks through his garden and he looks at us and sees what we need, and he's always there to help us out. And the great thing, of course, our plants can't talk to us, right? Our plant can't say, hey, I need a little bit of lime here. But we can talk to God. That's a great blessing that we have, that we can talk to God anytime, anywhere. We can tell him what we need. Hey, Lord, need a little help down here. I could use a little peace today. I could use a little joy today. I'm feeling down. And he's right there for us. to give us what we need. So from my beautiful field, I offer people to come and take selfies or photographs on the field when it's in full bloom. And I had a visitor the other day who told me, this is a little piece of heaven on earth. And I think she's right. See you next week.